Good morning, everyone. Welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. This is your daily reading for Wednesday, June 21st, where first thing this morning, Pacific time, right about 8 a.m., we have the summer solstice, the first day of summer. Yay! Okay, let's see. What is it that we need to know for today? And I'm using the Light Seers Tarot again. What would best support us on our journey? Okay, so we have the Lovers. Now that's a Gemini card, but we're newly into Cancer. You know, today it's 0 degrees Cancer. The sun is shining at 0 degrees of Cancer. About 8 a.m. this morning, Pacific. So the Lovers, and it came through right side up. To me, it's a card of making choices about who we bond with, deciding, is there really a meeting of the minds and the heart and the soul, or is it just attraction? Now, it's good to explore what we're attracted to, but it's always good to take our time as well. So, and it's also my card for self-love. Ooh, and we have the Strength card again. We had that the other day. I think for Monday, if I remember right. Yay! The Strength card is all about working with your inner being, coming from your inner strength. Now, these two cards together brings a message through to me that if we're in relationships where there's a mirroring of who we truly are, there will also be a mirroring as to whether or not you're loving yourself. And if you're in a relationship where they're not mirroring loving conditions towards you or coming from the heart space, with you, then then we're in the realm of needing to learn self-love. But usually that's when the Lovers comes through reversed. I would say, oh, there's a need for more self-love. But it looks to me like there's a lot of self-love that's being mirrored back in some healthy way in your relationships, and that is so amazing. So yeah, so the Lovers, there can be some deep love coming through a relationship. It's all about harmony. And I know people like to throw around words like soulmate. Well, I kind of feel like we can have many soulmates to help us heal our souls, right? But, it's a very, very strong bond. And then because of that strong bond, we have even more inner strength, more inner being that is coming through. With the Strength card. And then we have the Hanged Man. Okay, but it comes through reversed. So there might be 3 majors in one day. Out of 78 cards, 3 majors. Wow. 22 major arcana, we get 3 in one day. Wowee. Okay, so when the Hanged Man comes through reversed, well, it can be a card for, well, I would say in combination with the other two, that it has to do with maybe there's some fear of surrendering. Maybe you're taking your time to figure out if this is a relationship or a partnership. It doesn't have to be a love relationship like we have in the artwork here. It can just be a partnership, a business partnership or a friendship. But there's something going on there. Now with the Hanged Man reverse, it could be feeling a little stagnant in your wanting relationship, needing that mirror, and there's nothing wrong with that. On another level, there could be some deception going on. Somebody's not being honest, and you're having to come back to the strength of yourself and figure out what's really going on and take your time, being very gentle with yourself and with the other person or persons. Also, with the Hanged Man, you might be feeling like this person you're with is a little selfish. It can be, I'm speaking now to the, Hanged Man reversed. There's just, you can't really go anywhere in this relationship or this partnership. That's that can be a challenge. What else? I'm feeling into this. Well, if you trust your heart within, it'll guide you. I love that I'm drawn to the rune symbols in the, and taking that in rather than hanging upside down, looking at the ground with it. It's more like looking up into the symbology there. Yeah, so the light is always there. The love is always there. It's always there in the universe. It's what this universe was built on, at least, or composed with, or it's the natural structure of the cosmos, is what I believe. But of course, we distort that love and that life force and make something else. We make messes out of what can be beautiful and loving, and project things onto other people and receive their projections. And you can pretty much, I mean, I would say 95% of the time in relationships we're projecting onto each other. Transference is happening. The question is always, is it loving transference or is it something not so loving? And then there's all of those degrees in between. So that's something to think about in relationships and partnerships. Do you feel met? Are you loving yourself? Are you letting them know? Now, in a business partnership, it's not about your personal life. And that might not be a good thing to, business is business. But if it's a different kind of partnership or love relationship, then you guys should be able to bare your souls with each other and give your heart with absolutely no reservation. But that takes time, and that takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of trusting yourself and your own inner strength to get there. So there's a lot of give and take and back and forth and communication, to make yourself understood and to understand them. Right? Because those real needs in relationship are to be seen and heard and understood, and to have that connection. Connection is everything. So yeah, let's see. With the Hanged Man, you might just be feeling, when it comes to reversed, kind of closed off. You might, and especially with the Lovers over here at this end, you might be having trouble deciding about what kind of a relationship or partnership you even want, or if you want any. You might be feeling like you need to go through a period of being alone to truly find yourself and come back to your inner strength before you engage again. But if you're in a relationship where you're feeling, trapped, and the other person is just not very, if they're not involved in their spiritual growth, then that can be very, very challenging, because any relationship can evolve and grow as long as both people are focused on, working on bringing through who they truly are, bringing through all their love, basically, right? Their love and their kindness and their compassion. That's all that really matters. So, and there's always that thing that I remember seeing people go through that and feeling kind of sad because, it doesn't have to be that way. But having this, imagine one person's on their spiritual path and they're thinking that their belief system needs to be met by everyone else in their lives, and otherwise, or they're not on their path, we're not on the same path, like that kind of a thing. Meanwhile, the other person is very very, very loving and very kind and very giving and very warm, and just because they're not interested in the same things doesn't it doesn't mean that they can't have a very loving relationship. But some people get kind of thrown away because things aren't exactly the way they need to be, or the way they're wanting the other person to be. So we have to be careful. I would say be careful when it comes to things like that. And that's something that only you can decide. So yeah, that's all I have, I think, for today with these three cards. But wow, 3 majors and the Strength card twice in 1 week. It's better than the Death card like we were getting last week, right? The Death Rebirth card. Okay, well, I'm going to get this uploaded. Take good care, you guys. Bye.